Live from Arkansas' streaming news leader, this is THV 11 Morning News at 7 on THV 11 Plus.
Happy Tuesday, everybody, and thanks for joining us here on THV 11 Plus. Ashley, Hayden, Karen, Tracy in the house. We are ready to get things going on Tuesday.
I remember our names so well. I mean, you know us, but you know.
You each have name tags on the back of your dresses. I just haven't told you yet.
We do
I
not.
just said Ashley, Karen, Tracy. There you go.
I think you could go into stand-up if you wanted to, Hayden. You're
I
that
tried.
funny.
No money in it, so there you go.
Well, unless you make it big. Seinfeld made it.
Seinfeld made it.
And he doesn't even
comparing you to Seinfeld.
I do appreciate that.
He doesn't swear at his concert, his little performance.
Let's just say this is not a show about nothing. We have plenty to talk about, including weather and traffic as we get going.
And there's no Larry David.
No Larry. Thank the Lord.
Larry David. If there was, folks might be offended.
Well, I'll say traffic's been pretty.
It's been offensive.
It's been offensive.
It's been a little offensive.
Pretty good.
Yeah, we've seen a few slowdowns already this morning. I think it started with Tracy. She's to blame. No. I walked in and Tracy was telling me about it, so I blame the messenger.
I was trying to prepare you.
No, it's not Tracy's fault, just like the weather is not Tracy's fault. 65th Street is where we're looking right now on I-30 looking eastbound, and every time that I'm like, oh, I'm going to show this shot, and then it looks like it starts moving along a little bit better, so I'm just going to keep doing that because I feel like I'm helping out the traffic. This was pretty slow just a couple of minutes ago, but a beautiful shot looking here towards downtown Little Rock, but traffic is heavier as you can see going eastbound. But it's starting to pick up a little bit. We had some stop and go traffic earlier because of some work that they were doing on I-30, the same work that Tracy was telling me when I was in Chicago last week that they were doing. So if you remember that, that's in the same area. Otherwise, it's looking pretty good around the metro, and our drive times into downtown Little Rock look pretty good too. All green off to the right side there. Conway, if you're coming into downtown Little Rock from there, it's an average speed of about 68 miles per hour. Going to take you about 25 minutes. If you're coming from Benton, the Alcoa Road exit, 22 minutes into downtown Little Rock, and just 21 minutes if you're coming from Cabot. So Tracy, it's not looking too bad. Just kidding. I didn't mean to blame you for all of the traffic issues.
That's okay. We're all about having a little fun. Listen.
Yeah, I know you already get blamed for the weather when it's bad.
That's fine. It's fine. I don't mind. We are starting the day off and talking about good weather. So I've got good stuff to talk about as well. We are tracking those near average temperatures that are going to continue at least through tomorrow. So that's good news. But the very limited rain chances, and I mean very limited rain chances this week, but it is certainly going to get a bit hotter and more humid as we're heading into the weekend. But we're not talking about that, a heat index of 114. So that's the good news about that as well. But, it's still summertime. We are still going to see those warmer temperatures around us right now. Just not a lot of activity. We're not even really seeing any sporadic rain showers much. Very, very isolated at best this afternoon. But we are dealing with a little bit of fog, especially for Ashley's hometown here, Clinton, down to half a mile, as is Monticello. So slow down just a little bit this morning. Camden's starting to slow down a little bit as well. Around 4 miles, 72 in the capital city. Still seeing a whole lot of 60s, but starting to see those ramp up just a little bit as well. But we're going to talk about this beautiful day hour by hour and when we're going to really start feeling that humidity coming in my forecast in just a couple of minutes.
Thank you, Tracy. Developing now, a new court date is set this morning for the man accused of killing a couple at Devil's Den State Park. Andrew McGann was to be arraigned at the end of the month, but now that date is moved up to the 14th of August. The prosecutor signaled last week the timeline could change, and as of now, the judge has approved the earlier date. McGann faces 2 counts of capital murder and is expected to formally enter a plea at that hearing.
Happening today, a set of new laws passed during this year's legislative session will go into effect here in Arkansas, including 2 laws aimed at making it easier for patients to get their medications. Act 52 allows nonprofit hospitals to open retail pharmacies, which supporters say will expand access to more expensive or hard to find drugs. Meanwhile, Act 630 blocks drug manufacturers from limiting which pharmacies can sell certain medications, a move lawmakers say protects patients who rely on local access instead of mail order. The third law, Act 624, meant to restrict pharmacy benefit managers, was recently blocked by a federal judge, but the state has already filed an appeal. Also taking effect now are Arkansas's updated election laws, and they bring major changes to how ballot petitions work. Under Act 764, anyone signing a petition must either read the ballot title in front of a canvasser or have it read aloud to them. Canvassers also have to inform signers that petition fraud is a criminal offense. 2 additional laws require paid canvassers to pass a background check and be Arkansas residents. It's important to note all of these new laws are currently being challenged in court.
Happening this morning, dozens of Texas Democrats remain out of their home states, staying in others like Illinois, Massachusetts, or New York. The group is defying a call by Texas Governor Greg Abbott to have them arrested. The Democrats left Texas on buses over the weekend to stop a vote on new congressional maps that could give Texas Republicans more seats in the U.S. House. CBS News correspondent Jared Hill has more.
There will be consequences.
After more than 50 Democratic lawmakers fled Texas, the state's governor, Greg Abbott, now says he's ordered state police to arrest them, and he has directed Texas Rangers to open an investigation, claiming some of them may have accepted bribes to leave. This after the absent Democrats broke quorum, slamming the brakes on GOP-led efforts backed by President Trump to redraw the state's congressional maps in order to pick up 5 congressional seats.
You don't get to change the rules and say, I'm going to redraw these districts because I want to make sure that I stay in power.
Texas Republican lawmakers say the tactic will delay but not derail their work.
Whether it's tomorrow or next week, the House will complete its required duties.
The Texas House also approved civil arrest warrants for the dozens of Democrats who fled, though Texas law enforcement do not have jurisdiction outside of the state to force their return. Meanwhile, some Democratic governors, like California's Gavin Newsom, say they're working to redraw their state's maps should Texas follow through.
We're going to fight fire with fire.
The slowdown in the Texas legislature has also stalled relief bills for communities hit hard by last month's deadly floods.
It don't matter if they're Democrat or Republican. Come together.
Flood victims are urging lawmakers to put people before party politics. Jared Hill, CBS News.
The current Texas special legislative session is slated to end in 2 weeks. Now to consumer news. Gas prices are sliding again in Arkansas, dropping about 2 cents over the past week.
That's according to Gas Buddy, which surveyed more than 1,800 gas stations across the state. However, yesterday saw about a 4-cent drop. Now, right now, the average price of a gallon of gas sits at about $2.77.
That is a slight increase from last month, but still about 27 cents lower than this time last year. Nationwide, prices are trending up, rising just over a penny since last month.
As gas shifts prices here in Arkansas, one global energy giant making moves to boost long-term supply. BP says it plans to raise its oil and gas production to more than 2 million barrels a day by the year 2030. That push includes a major new discovery off the coast of Brazil, the company's largest in 25 years. It is BP's 10th find this year, with others located in places like Trinidad and Egypt. The company says expanding fossil fuel output is key to meeting global energy demand.
The state of Arkansas collected more revenue than expected in July, according to the latest general revenue report. The state bringing in more than $557 million. That's more than $29 million above projections. Officials say part of that boost, though, comes from taxes paid later in the year due to storm-related filing extensions.
And visiting the U.S. could soon cost some travelers thousands of dollars. The State Department rolling out a pilot program that requires certain visitors to pay a visa bond ranging from $5,000 to $15,000. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says the one-year program aims to curb visa overstays. Travelers will get the money back once they leave the United States. Policy only impacts select nations, not those in the visa waiver program like Canada and Mexico.
All right, now let's turn back to Ashley King with a check of the traffic on this Tuesday morning.
Yeah, good morning. You know, just a reminder that in Mountain Pine, they are back in school this morning. So if you're in that area, you may want to leave a little bit early. It's 7:09 right now, so traffic is going to start to pick up around the school there in Mountain Pine. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great school year in Mountain Pine. Right now we're looking at I-30. This is actually I-630 around the Barrow Road exit, and traffic is moving along nicely. We had some slowdowns earlier on I-30 that have cleared, and right now we're looking at the map around the metro, and we don't have any major delays or accidents, really none at all, to talk about. So things are looking pretty good. Tracy, how's it looking with the weather? Oh, let's get a look at those drive times first of all. 25 minutes into downtown Little Rock if you're coming from Conway, it's looking pretty good. 21 minutes if you're coming from around the Alcoa Road exit in Benton, and then 20 minutes if you're coming from Cabot. So all green off to the right. It looks like you got a lot of, what color is that, Tracy? Is that a red or a pink?
It's red, but it's good red. It's good red.
It's a good red? Okay.
Yeah.
So red is good for you, not for traffic.
Yes, for this particular graphic, it is good for me. But yeah, it's just talking about the afternoon heating up a little bit. We're looking at our hour by hour forecast here. Changed it up just a little bit for you to give you a different view. Still plenty of sunshine, maybe a few clouds starting to move in. I'm looking for that high today right around 91. So again, it's going to be nice. Now what you don't notice is any rain chances. We're not really looking for any of that. Very sporadic, very isolated across the state for the next week or so. Highs across the state mainly going to be in the 90s, although we do have a few 80s that are popping up there. Good for them. And a little bit warmer down here to our south and off a little bit to the west. But sunny skies for everyone. Temperatures are going to start going up just a little bit more as we're heading into the later part of the week. Hopefully they'll kind of level out around those mid 90s. We're not shooting for any 100-degree temperatures out there. That humidity is going to start going up as well. Now we talk about that purple color feeling a little bit more tropical. It's right there on the edge of that, but it will certainly feel a little bit more humid as we're heading into the weekend. But we'll talk more about how that will feel. And of course, with all those kids going back to school this week and next week, we'll talk more about that playground forecast as well.